walk in like you always do. Same denim jacket, cold brew too. Table by the window, second seat. I sip my chai and skip a beat. Baristas know your name by now. I whisper it beneath my brow. You're scrolling through your world of blue while I write poems just for you. Our glances meet just now and then, like leaves that float but never land. You stir your drink, I stir my heart. We're close but always worlds apart. You're my cold brew crush, quiet and warm, like morning light that feels like a storm. A secret sweet I never touch, still I come back for this rush. You're the silence I sing of so much, my cold brew crush. You laugh into your phone so bright, it flickers sparks into my night. I drop my pen, pretend I'm fine, but all my thoughts trace back to line. The way you look, the way you lean into the sunlight in between. Your headphones in the world fades out, but in my mind I hear you loud. Our glances meet just now and then, like waves that try but never blend. You take your last sip, I stay still, watching you leave against my will. You're my cold brew crush, chill to the core. I watch you walk right out the door. A ghost of you in every cup, still I show up, I can't give up. You're the moment that I can't hush, my cold brew crush. One day I'll say something more than hi or hey behind the door, but for now you're in this hush, the rhythm of my coffee rush. You're my cold brew crush, soft and true, the quiet space between me and you. In every foam swirl, every hum, I feel you near and I come undone. You're the spark in this cafe hush, my cold brew crush. Wasn't looking for a moment, just chasing weekend air, trying on distraction in a world of shoes and stairs. You were standing by the mirror, trying kicks on for the day. I was lost in little glances and the beat they seemed to play. You caught me mid-step trying to hide, but you smiled like you read my mind. A laugh, a shrug like it was fate. In aisle 7 we were late. Met in aisle 7, neon lights above. Between the sneakers and the rush I found a little love. Didn't need a fitting room to know you felt just right. It was quick, it was quiet, but oh it burned so bright. In aisle 7 where time slipped out of sight. You said these run big, I laughed a bit. Tried to play it cool, but you were it. You twirled once like it was a show. I said, yeah, they fake, don't let them go. And you walked away, still in my head. Left the store with me instead. Not in your arms, but in my mind. Some strangers stick like classic lines. We didn't trade a name or text, but somehow you were still what's next. That moment plays on subtle loop, like background songs inside this booth. Met you in all 7, under sale signs glow. Didn't buy a thing, but I got a kind of soul. Didn't need forever, didn't even spark in the normal now. Nothing feels the same. Aisle 7 where strangers lit a flame. And maybe we'll never cross again, just two hearts between weekend plans. But something soft still lives inside from that fleeting little ride. Yeah, aisle 7, no vows, no kiss, just a second, just a miss. But it made the dull day shine like a song stuck in rewind. My crush in aisle 7, still mine. Back of the class, I claim my space. Familiar desk, familiar place. You walk in with a sleepy grace and light the whole room with your face. You tap your pen zone halfway in while I pretend I'm listening. But every glance you toss the board is a story I can't afford. I draw your name in quiet lines next to daydreams that aren't mine. You don't know the songs I write, with your smile stuck in my sight. You're my back row daydream, soft and slow, the reason I don't wanna go. You read aloud, I lose my page, caught in the silence, sweet backstage. You're the rhythm and the chalk and steam, my soft back row daydream. Raise your hand, I hold my breath. You speak and silence fills the rest. Your voice becomes my favorite sound, even if you never turn around. Your laugh skips like a morning sun. I steal those sparks one by one. No one sees what I replay in stolen seconds of our day. 1,000 thoughts I'll never send, but maybe someday we'll pretend that I was brave, that time stood still, and I told you how I really feel. You're my back row daydream, sweet and true, the color in this faded view. You shine while I just disappear behind my books and quiet fear. The reason this class feels like spring, my back row daydream. Just know I kept your glance so well. Maybe in another life I'd sit beside you, not behind. You're my back row daydream, ever mine. In notebook sketches, crooked lines, a crush that bloomed but never spoke, a name I wear like second smoke. You're the wish I keep between each back row dancing. You sat 2 seats away, ticket stub and candy tray. The lights went dim, the screen turned gold, but my heart watched you unfold. You laughed a second late, covered your mouth like it was fate. And though the film was black and white, you colored up my Friday night. No words between us, not a sound, but I felt everything go round. A touch of fate in theater glow, a love I'll never let you know. Before the credits roll, before the lights come up, we're strangers lost in a paper cup. But in this hush our hearts could speak, in glances brief, in moments weak. Before the credits roll, you're mine, for just this one scene in time. You lean back with a sigh, reflections dancing in your eye. The actors kiss, the music swelled, and still my breath stayed where it dwelled. I almost said your name, but never knew it, what a shame. The moment passed just like the plot, a perfect line I half forgot. No arms around, no daring move, just silence stretching smooth and true. I watched the credits climb the screen while you stood up and left my dream. Before the credits rolled, before we both let go, you were the scene I didn't know. No script, no lines, just soft unknowns. You held my heart in undertones. Before the credits roll, we glow, and then you're just someone I won't know. Outside the night feels less alive. The movie ends but I survive, still wondering what it could be if you had only looked at me. Before the credits roll, we meet in velvet seats and echoed beat. You never knew, and that's okay. Some crushes live to fade away. Before the credits roll, you stay in that one scene and not a day. Rain came quick, caught me out, running with my hood half down. You were there already dry, under that awning near the neon sign. You gave a smile, I gave a nod. No words exchanged, but it was enough. We stood close, not too tight, but still it felt like some kind of light. Under the awning, hearts held still. The storm passed on, but something will linger like that sidewalk hum of thunder far and feelings dumb. We never said a single thing, but I still sing what might have been. Under the awning, just you and me in the rain. You checked your phone, then looked my way. I swear the sky turned soft and gray. You tucked your hair behind one ear, and I forgot why I stood here. I thought of lines I'd never say, like can I see you on a dry day? But time kept moving down the street and washed the courage off my feet. Under the awning, close but far, strangers hiding from who they are. The rain gave us a quiet frame, two passing souls without a name. You left before I made my move, like mist that slips right through the roof. Under the awning, where I wished you'd stay. Now every time the clouds roll in, I think of you, that quiet grin. A storm, a smile, a breath, a glance, the almost love, the mischance. Under the awning, memories drip like water down my fingertips. We never touched, we barely spoke, but something gentle still awoke. A crush the weather tried to hide, but left a warmth I keep inside. Under the awning, one soft collide. I sat alone with tired feet. Long day, no plan, just something to eat. Then you walked by with that paper tray, cinnamon smiles and a holiday. You looked around, no seats in sight. I pointed here and said it's alright. You asked, wanna bite? I almost froze, but said yes with my heart exposed. Soft pretzels and you, a flavor I recall. You laughed and dipped in caramel. We talked like we'd been friends for years, while sugar melted all my fears. I never knew love could start this true, with soft pretzels and you. You told me stories in between bites about lost shoes and midnight flights. I never liked this mall that much till you gave the air a lighter touch. Your straw squeaked in your soda cup. We both leaned back and looked up. Fluorescent lights became a glow when sitting there with someone I didn't know. Soft pretzels and you, so casually surreal, like comfort I forgot to feel. You spoke in jokes and sideways grins, while my heart danced in tiny spins. Didn't need a sunset view, just soft pretzels and you. You left before I learned your name, but I still smile just the same, 'cause not all crushes have to stay. Some live in snack-size getaways. Soft pretzels and you, that's all it took. No movie scene, no scripted look, just crumbs and laughter shared for free. And the mall felt like a memory, that moment sweet, that afternoon. Soft pretzels and you, gone too soon. Every morning, same slow pace. You float in with that sleepy face. Coffee cup with scribbled name. Your hair undone, still your flame. You're late again, but no one minds. You take your seat and blur the lines between routine and something rare. I act like I don't even care, but your laugh breaks like morning light, and I forget what sleep feels like. You tap your pen, I lose my place. Another day of chasing grace. Coffee first period, and you're my calm. Even math feels like a song. You don't see me, but it's fine. I've memorized your quiet shine. You're the reason I don't skip the gloom. Coffee and you in that classroom. You doodle clouds along the edge of notes you'll never really check. You yawn and glance up toward the sky. I wish I knew just what you're like. Do you notice how I smile when you stretch your arms a little wild? You don't say much, but I feel full, like caffeine sipped when life is dull. You drop your phone and laugh alone while I pretend I'm in the zone. But all I study now is you, between the rose and morning blue. Coffee first period, my sweetest muse. In this cold and early classroom blues, the steam, the light, the paper too, feels softer just because of you. You never speak, but you still bloom. Coffee and you in that classroom. Maybe one day I'll say hi, or write your name instead of pie. But for now I'll sit and dream and ride this quiet, lovely stream.
first period, my silent spark, a crush that lingers past the dark. No bold moves, no sudden plans, just stolen warmth from shaky hands. You're my sunrise in this schoolroom, coffee and you, quiet in bloom.
Half-lit room, the noon sun fades. Tickets torn, 2 hearts delayed. You sat one row, just ahead. The screen lit gold, your silhouette. The movie played, but I looked twice at how you smiled at every line. You had your jacket on your lap, and time moved slow between the laughs. Matinee magic, quiet and shy, 2 strangers lost in flickering light. No words exchanged, no script, no cue, just a hush that wrapped around us two. Popcorn dreams and velvet seat, you never knew but you felt sweet. That matinee magic, soft and fleet. You turned once to find your drink, I caught your eyes, forgot to blink. A second spark, a tiny storm, in a room designed to keep us warm. The actors kissed, the lights went dim, but all I saw was you within. A storyline we'd never say, a daydream walk through celluloid gray. Matinee magic, nothing loud, no grand gestures, no big crowd, just the echo of your sigh, and a closeness I can't deny. Even now that reel still plays, a single frame that never fades. Matinee magic, my quiet place. You stood to leave before the end, I watched you go like some pretend character that changed my mood, without a word, without a clue. Matinee magic, gone too soon, like afternoon shadows in a room. But in my mind we stayed a while, exchanging glances, sharing smiles. No final act, no need to try, just your presence and a passing sky. Matinee magic, you and I. Music spilling out the street, neon signs and dancing feet. I wasn't looking, just passing through. Then the world paused, it was you. You spun around, your arms up high, like you were painting on the sky, with confetti falling through the breeze. You looked like art, like poetry. Sidewalk confetti and your wild grin, crowds around but you pulled me in. Didn't say a thing but I still knew. My heart just changed its point of view. With every beat, with every light, you turned the noise into something right. Sidewalk confetti knew that night. You danced like nobody stared, spun in circles like you cared about the moment, just the now, while I stood frozen in the crowd. The band played loud, the sky turned rose, still I just watched the way you glowed. You never saw me standing there, but you lit up the heavy air. Sidewalk confetti and colors bold, you move like joy that can't be told. I never caught your name or sign, but you're a line stuck in my mind. A fleeting fire, a skip in time, that made this ordinary shine. Sidewalk confetti, soft and divine. and open skies, but still you danced across my life. Sidewalk confetti, strangers passed, but you stayed in my looking glass. You spun a spark into my gray, then vanished with the end of day. Still when the music starts to bloom, I see you dancing through the room. Sidewalk confetti still in my tune.
You sat across from me, half smile warm, your suitcase leaning by the door. Steam rising slow from paper cups, but nothing warm could keep us stuck. You looked outside like it hurt to stay. I stirred my drink and turned away. The words we said were soft and small, but still they built a kind of wall. The last sip of something sweet before goodbye could taste complete. You took it slow, like maybe time would freeze us here just one last time. The phone, the heat, the cafe hum all faded when your name went numb. The last sip and you were gone. You tapped your phone, I watched your hand, like I'd forget the way it lands on coffee lids and napkin notes, on everything we didn't quote. We laughed too light, we smiled too wide, like trying hard to hide the tide. And though we never made it real, you leaving taught me how to feel. The last sip of what we had, too quiet to be good or bad. No promises, no final kiss, just echoes of what we might miss. You stood up slow, your voice was low. You waved goodbye, I watched you go. The last sip and time let go. And I still sit at that cafe seat on rainy days, on golden streets, hoping someone new walks in with your same smile and cinnamon. The last sip of something more still lingers on that checkered floor. And though the cup is long since dry, your shadow's there when I close my eyes. A crush, a flame, a soft eclipse, all held inside the last few sips. The last sip where love could have lived.